Saturday afternoon here in Bloomington, Indiana, as the Indiana Hoosiers prepare to host the Abilene Christian Wildcats right here at Barkhoffman Field. We saw Indiana victorious last night in Game 1, and the Hoosiers will look to take the series this afternoon. I'm Dylan Traeger, joined by my partner Brooks White, and last night, Brooks, we saw Indiana hitting the home run ball left and right. What'd you see out of the Hoosiers?
Well, it was an early offensive onslaught for the Indiana Hoosiers last night against the Wildcats. They got it going early. It was Hogan Denny making his return to the lineup. He was day-to-day coming into the game. He got it started early, but the Hoosiers ended up building a 10-run lead and ending the game early in just 7 innings.
2 home runs from Denny and a home run at the bottom of the order from Braden Ricketts, and that was enough to get the bats going and push Indiana to the series opening win. The Hoosiers now on a 3-game win streak, and they'll look to take the series today over the Wildcats. And there's the Wildcats. Let's see the starting lineup they roll out. Maddox Mazey coming back yesterday after a 4-week absence. He's followed by Zant Payne, the 18 home run hitter Diego Cardenas, Nick Arias, Brady Ladisaw, and JT Thompson. And the bottom 3 of the order, Gavin Brzezowski, Cannon Sundgren, and Reese Borjo, rounding it off. And the Wildcats are going up against the tall lefty Brayton Thomas. Thomas heading out on the hill for his 10th start, his 10th appearance of the year. He's 1-2, an ERA just north of 4.5. It's been 35 innings for him, and he's had that high strikeout number, just around 8 strikeouts per 9 innings. And Thomas behind him, he's got that pretty usual Indiana defense. He's throwing to Braden Ricketts, who's got 4 home runs in the last 8 games. Very normal around the infield, Hanley, Fry, Malamazian, and more. And in the outfield, we see Denny back in the outfield after that injury absence. Cole Decker in center field, who's been swinging a good bat. Aiden Krause in left, but the story is Caleb Koski at the DH spot. He's riding a 19-game hit streak going into today. But there's always some sort of wind going on at Barkhoffman Field, whether it's going to the left side or the right side. If you're a lefty, you don't get that short porch in left field to help you, but you saw last night Cardenas was able to take it oppo into that left field bullpen, so it really shows he can hit to all fields. A quick 1-2-3 inning on the hill from Braden Thomas. 2 punch-outs, both looking as the Hoosiers, who are swinging hot bats, will have a chance to try to break something open here in the first. We see the batting order from Indiana pretty similar to what he usually is. Hogan Denny back in action after missing the 2 midweeks. He's followed by Jake Hanley and Caleb Koski, who's got the hottest bat in the lineup. Malamazian, Cole Decker, Aiden Krause in the bottom 3. Will Moore, Landon Fry, and Braden Ricketts. You got Braden Ricketts at the 9-hole, who's got 4 home runs in the last 8 games, and he has just had a huge presence in this Indiana lineup lately.
Troubling signs to come.
As Denny goes on the pitch, not even a throw attempt, the head first slide in with ease. And Hogan Denny, just like that, puts a runner in scoring position for the dangerous Jake Hanley.
The season.
And the pickoff attempt, and it looks like they just got him at second. Hogan Denny was dancing off the base a little too far, and he might have hesitated going back to the bag as his stolen base gets erased real quick. Let's take a look at the defense for Abilene Christian. It's Brett Landman on the mound, and he's pitching to Sundgren behind the plate. Pretty similar to yesterday. We see Misi back in the infield at second. Normally a catcher. He's coming back from about a 4-week sidelined injury. So Abilene Christian's really happy to have him back out there. The even 2-2 pitch is swung on, and that's driven into center field. That's going to drop a base hit for Malamazian. Runners advance a base, and they'll all stay put. And just a very good, effective piece of hitting from Malamazian, pounding that into shallow center field. And he's going up against Jeff Mercer from Indiana. Mercer just got his 300th career win as a head coach just this past week. He got 301 last night. So it's been a lot of success at the Division I level for Jeff Mercer as a head coach. Saw an awesome video on the Big Ten Plus broadcast of him and his daughter hugging it out after the game on Wednesday. So a really special moment for Mercer. The first pitch there from Thomas outside. We saw some command issues in the first inning from Landman. Really couldn't find the zone there. 3 walks. Thomas ahead 1-2. He's been punching the zone pretty well. 2 strikeouts, both looking against the 1 and 3 hitters last inning. The 1-2 pitch swung on and missed. Brayton Thomas, 3 strikeouts so far, and he is just cruising through this Abilene Christian lineup. Thomas, a highly touted prospect in high school. He had his name in the draft, and he ended up pulling it out. He was decided to stick with Indiana as that ball is fouled back from Brady Ladisaw. Thomas didn't see too much time last year, mainly used as a bullpen arm in some lower leverage situations, but he's been used in only that starter situation this year, and he's trying to stay in that spot as he loses that one. But it's been 4 up, 4 down so far for Brayton Thomas this afternoon. 2, and Thomas is trying to just get out of this jam and leave 2 runners on here. He's ahead 1-2. Damage has started to be done. Thomas set. The pitch to Borjo. Right down the middle, called strike 3. Give Thomas 5 strikeouts through 2 innings. And Indiana loses their lead, but Thomas with 5 strikeouts. Abilene Christian 1, Indiana 1 on Big Ten Plus. 2-2 count. Landman to Krause, the pitch swung on hard, and that's sky to left field. Does it have enough? And it does not. At the wall, making the catch is Ladisaw, and Krause just nearly had a 2-run shot. But the Hoosiers are able to tack 1 run on the board. Indiana leading 2-1 going into the 4th inning right here on Big Ten Plus. Indiana leading 2-1 over Abilene Christian as we're in the top of the 4th, and Brayton Thomas still out. And look at that, 3 innings, 1 hit, 1 earned run, 7 strikeouts. Brayton Thomas has fooled a handful of these Abilene Christian batters.
Dawed a little bit in the 2nd inning.
As JT Thompson puts down a bunt, Thomas fields it, throws it to first, and it bounces before getting to the bag. Thompson beats it out. And the shift on the right side of the infield isn't effective as the bases are now loaded with no outs. The 2-2 pitch, swung on and missed, and the bat goes flying out of the hands of Brzezowski. He was swinging hard and lost the bat on that one as Thomas gets the first out of the inning. As Sundgren clubs that one right into the gap of left center field. 1 run's in to score, 2 runs are in to score. And just like that, Abilene Christian puts themselves right through in this ball game, taking their first lead of the game 3-2. Kanan Sundgren, who has just been seeing the ball real well at the plate, his 3rd RBI of the game, 2nd and 3rd now. And he's 2 for 2 at the plate. And that's Jacob Vogel, the tall righty, warming up in the pen. We were saying earlier we haven't seen him in a few games. And Vogel's the guy who can go out there and give you a good couple good innings at the bullpen. Hard throwing. And if he goes in, you can expect to see at least 2 from him.
Side.
The 0-2 pitch, a nice block to keep it in front of Ricketts. As Ricketts calls time. And that's a big defensive play there from Ricketts. If that ball gets away, every runner advances a base and a run scores.
Looks like, again, Ricketts using just the tip of the glove to defend there. I agree with you, Dylan. That run probably scores.
And the wild pitch, and a runner is in to score. It's like I just spoke it into existence there, Brooks. Brayton Thomas loses it, and that ball wasn't anywhere near the zone. It got behind Jones.
Looks like it went behind his shoulder almost. It was a high pitch.
And this is not who you want to have up with bases loaded, as there's a big swing and miss for strike 1. Cardenas, one of the best home run hitters in Division I baseball. He ranks 5th in Division I in home runs with 18 this year. But it's been 4 pitches, 4 strikes for Vogel. That was a big 3-pitch out just previously to Payne.
Well, Grant Watkins is not currently playing for the Wildcats. He also has 18 home runs on the year, top 5 in the country.
And there's another great stop from Ricketts. As that ball spiked in the dirt, and he was really able to use his body to keep it in front of him. But Ricketts has really done a very good job today at just keeping the ball in front of him and protecting his pitchers. I mean, that means so much when you can, as a pitcher, use what you want to use in your arsenal and trust your catcher to keep it in front of him. It's Jacob Vogel returning for some more work. He came in with bases loaded for Brayton Thomas and really helped Brayton out. Got out of that bases loaded jam with no more harm done. And we were saying earlier, this guy's been in this Indiana program for a few years now, and he's just so reliable, and you can always count on him to go in and really deliver. Vogel ahead 1-2. The pitch as that ball is skied to deep left field. Going back, it is gone. Ladisaw goes off the scoreboard. And just like that, Abilene Christian really cracks this game away from the Hoosiers. It's a fresh start now for Vogel. No one on base. Can clear his mind. No outs. He's got to work through this lineup. The 0-2 pitch goes to Moore. Moore over to first. And Hanley gets it in time to retire the first out of the inning. It's an even 2-2 count as Vogel looks to get out of it. The pitch is called strike 3. The 10th strikeout of the afternoon for the Hoosiers, but the damage is done. 2 runs on the board from a massive 2-run shot from Ladisaw. And just like that, Abilene Christian leads 6-2 on Big Ten Plus. Back here at Bart Kaufman Field, and we're taking you in the booth. Today was the trading card giveaway. I got a nice Caleb Koski card in my hand.
Yeah, I have Jake Hanley in my hand. It's just a really cool night here at the ballpark.
Pretty cool. You get the whole team set, and you can kind of look through and trade with your friends. It's really cool to see these guys get their first baseball card. And my pick, Caleb Koski's got that 20-game hit streak, and he's just been seeing the ball real well. Maybe I'll trade you a few of these if you want to trade me some of yours. What do you think?
Here, I'll give you the guy who's up to bat here, Jake Hanley.
I'll give you Will Moore. No trade backs. No
trade backs. Sweet. Okay, I get Will Moore now.
Awesome deal at the ballpark today. You get to walk in and get a pack of baseball cards. You really love to see that. There's always some great giveaways here at Bart Kaufman Field. Always coordinating some great ideas. And this is such a great piece to have to remember the season and some of your favorite players. I know they do post-game autographs on Sundays, and you can, if you're a big fan, you get some of these signed by your favorite players. You never know who's going to become the next draft pick.
Well, everybody loves baseball cards. The whole collector's item and whole thing around baseball cards is you want to get as many of them as possible. I'm glad I got this new Will Moore card. Thank you so much. Again, no trade back, so I won't try and get back Jake Hanley, who's now in the batter's box for the Hoosiers, but I chose Jake Hanley for a reason. It's because if you're the Indiana Hoosiers, you need Jake Hanley to get on base here. Down 4 runs to the Wildcats, Jake Hanley could be the X factor.
Well, let's see how my baseball card pick, Caleb Koski, can do. Any way to incorporate baseball cards in the world is a positive thing to do.
Yeah, I forgot to ask, did you collect any cards as a kid?
I was a big collector. My grandpa got me into it growing up White Sox fans, and I still collect cards today. I love buying a box or a pack of cards and opening it and reading the stats.
Now you have a new pack of cards that you can add to the collection.
These will go on my desk, my school desk, and instead of doing schoolwork, I'll be reading the stats of Pete Haas or another guy on this Indiana team. That's what's fun about it. The 3-2 pitch to Koski is hit hard into right field, and that's going to drop right in front. 2 runners on now. Koski, a beautifully put out hit, and that's going to extend that hit streak we were talking to. 20 games now for Caleb Koski. 2-2 count. McCarr looking down. Kraus. The pitch swung on and missed. A slow swing from Kraus as he goes down swinging. And just like that, the Hoosiers leave 2 runners in scoring position. Abilene Christian leading 6-2 after McGarr tosses up a 0. We'll be back for the top of the 6th inning right here on Big Ten Plus. And the advantage for a team like Abilene Christian, who really stays in Texas, is that they can practice outside mostly all year round, and they're pretty much in mid-season form once the season starts, whereas you take a team like Indiana or another team in the Big Ten or the MAC, you enter the season without having many practices outside. You're doing indoor practice, a lot of cage work, so you're a little bit behind compared to these other schools coming from down south. A quick frame there on the mound from Jacob Vogel. Hoosiers down 4, and it's Cooper Malamazian who just keeps swinging the bat. He had his 100th career hit just last night, only a sophomore. How about today? He's got 2 more hits tonight. So he tacks on 101 and 102. And he's just been nothing but incredible these last 2 years for Indiana. So it's Indiana looking to find a groove offensively. As Ricketts gives that one a ride. Deep right field. See you later. 5 home runs in the past 9 games for Braden Ricketts. And the bats continue to flare for Indiana as Ricketts keeps swinging. Ricketts sends that one out in a hurry. And the Hoosiers tack on a run. That's Ricketts' 8th home run of the season. He's 3rd on the team in home runs. Hanley's got 11. Denny's got 9. But that's Ricketts' 2nd home run of the series. So I said it earlier, but it's so important for these guys to heat up going into the final stretch of conference play. As Denny goes down swinging, the check swing went too far. But the Hoosiers tack on a run powered by a Braden Ricketts solo home run. Abilene Christian leading 6-3 over Indiana heading into the top of the 7th inning right here on Big Ten Plus. Braden Ricketts, an absolute moonshot almost at the right field light pole. And this guy just knows how to hit the ball. Home run might be his middle name. And it was Brady Ladisaw who started off the home run hitting off the scoreboard earlier this game. So the long ball's been flying this weekend in this series. It's a new pitcher for Indiana as Jacob Vogel departs. Ivan Mostalski enters. Mostalski's 17th appearance of the season, which is a team lead. He's 1-0 on the year in ERA, right around 4 1/4, 27 1/3 innings for the freshman. And Jacob Vogel, his outing is complete. He ate a couple innings, 2 2/3 innings, 1 hit, 2 runs, which both were earned, 1 walk and 2 strikeouts. So that's exactly what you need, someone to go out there and eat a couple good innings. And the hope is to see Mostalski, the freshman, try to get at least an inning done himself. And Mostalski, only a freshman, he's a guy who really pitches at a high level in relief. He's had a ton of success this year, and it's been shown. He works hard, and he's been quite consistent on the mound for Indiana. And he's going to go up against the cleanup hitter, Nick Arias. As Mostalski fires the first 2 quick pitches in for 2 strikes. He's quickly ahead 0-2. Arias, he's reached base twice by walks, and he's scored on both of those times. The 0-2 pitch is high. Mostalski really working quick here.
Mostalski this year has pitched in 27 innings. He has 27 strikeouts.
And a close one there. It's like Mostalski is kind of quick pitching a little bit. But he's a guy we expected to see on the mound in this series at least once. The pitch for Mostalski swung on and missed. First batter up, first batter down for the freshman. And that's the 11th strikeout this afternoon from the Indiana pitching staff.
Quick work of this lineup.
As Brady Ladisaw, a chance for a second home run, and that one is out in a hurry. Brady Ladisaw into the left field bullpen. 2 home runs on the contest for the left fielder. And just like that, Abilene Christian takes their run back from the Braden Ricketts home run. It is a hitter-friendly ballpark for anyone that can hit to the left side, and Brady Ladisaw is just showing that as he sends that one out on a line into the bullpen. A nice piece of hitting there from Brzezowski into right center field, and that's going to get down at the wall at 2-hop. Brzezowski hustling, and he's going to stop at 2. And that's a stand-up double for Gavin Brzezowski, his first time on base today. And a runner in scoring position for the blazing hot Kanan Sundgren. Cooper Malamazian comes in from the Illinois area, went to Nazareth Academy, one of the top high schools in Illinois. They've got Jim Tomei's son, Landon Tomei. And I know Jim Tomei works, does a little bit of coaching around there too. So it's a strong program And Malamazian's been quite the player for Indiana these past 2 years. He's behind 1-2. The pitch called, strike 3 looking. And Cade McGarr is amped up, walking off the mound with his strikeout. The Hoosiers leave 2 on base. And they're finally threatening, and that just disappears as Tanuver goes down frozen. Ivan Mostalski's outing is complete after an inning 2/3. It brings out the lefty, Anthony Gubitosi. It's been a small sample size for him, making his 4th outing of the year. He's got that 1-0 record, a nice low ERA of 3 in just 3 innings of work. He's been used a little bit lately. We saw him out versus Indiana State on Tuesday. He tossed 2 scoreless innings, 3 strikeouts. And he also went out during the Maryland season, but just making his 4th appearance of the year in a game where he's entering down 4 with a runner on first. A big out there from Ivan Mostalski, getting out of the jam. Look at that wind on the flagpoles. It is going here in Bloomington. The Big Ten standings right now, Indiana right in there at 12, 6-12 in the conference play. But look at the top, UCLA number 1. They got this guy, Rock Chalowski, and all I can do is talk about the highlights I see of him every game. I feel like he gets a home run every series.
I assume being echoed by Jeff Mercer right now.
And Thompson lays down bunt. Gubitosi gets it and goes head first to the bag, trying to get the out. And he's putting his hand on his head, signaling for a challenge. And that was an incredible defensive play from Gubitosi. There was no coverage at first, and he fielded the ball and charged the bag on his own. And this is going to get reviewed as the umpires are heading off the field, and he could have a serious case there.
I think Gubitosi goes to tag the bag. He was very confident he got there in time. I think he did. I think he
got
did.
it as well. He might have a case to become a pinch runner in late innings with that head-first slide.
It's not textbook, Dylan.
So it looks like his right hand, which is his glove hand, got to the bag first and beat the foot of Thompson. I'm going to say he got there in time and got the out.
I think he did. Thompson obviously still staying planted on first base, called safe. I was thinking this would be a quicker review. Those umpires still down the first base side looking at the review.
Between challenges and the new ABS in Major League Baseball, just the sport of baseball has evolved so much in the last 3 or 5 years. And I think it's so much more competitive, not only to watch, but even for the players, that they can challenge these plays. So the call is overturned. And Anthony Gubitosi got the out at first, and you see the smile he has on his face. I mean, what a play. Putting your body on the line, and look just barely how his glove hand beats it.
I think it's also an energy and momentum thing for this dugout down the first base line. If you're Indiana here, obviously down 4 runs, but anything just to pump up the fellas here.
The bottom of the 9th inning here in Bloomington. Hoosiers need 5 runs to stay alive. They're on a nice home stretch. Their 4th game today and 5th tomorrow at home. And coming up, they go in-state at Ball State on Tuesday. Then they have Iowa Friday through Sunday. That is a tough game. And Louisville, another nice non-conference game. A lot of Midwest action there.
Yeah, they have to stay and play in-state, go to Muncie, Indiana, play the Ball State Cardinals. Again, the Hoosiers play a lot of in-state opponents on their schedule. Always good to solidify yourself as the best in-state.
I think some of the coolest parts about playing those close Midwest teams is you can go and watch your team play at those fields. You know, I got to go last year to Indiana State, watch them play at Indiana State. I saw them play at Victory Field last year. It's awesome to check out a new ballpark as Hogan Denny gives that one a ride deep left field. It is out of here. Hogan Denny gives it a ride. A solo shot in the 9th inning, and the Hoosiers are not dead yet. Denny with 2 home runs yesterday, and now another today. Give him 3 long balls on the series. The long ball was moving around real well, and Indiana pitching 13 strikeouts, and they were able to hold Diego Cardenas to an 0-for-4 contest despite being the home run leader. But it's Abilene Christian taking game 2 by a score of 8-4 over Indiana, tying the series. For my crew behind me, the production crew, thank you for all the work you've done. My partner, Brooks White, and Sydney Jordan on the field. I am Dylan Traeger. Closing out today, Abilene Christian 8-4 over Indiana.